Hey yo, how it do? How we doing? Are you doing alright? Are you doing alright?
Alright, mate, alright.
I have no idea where this is going. Hello, yes, welcome. Hello and welcome to the Voices from Behind podcast. The podcast where every week we talk about movies and other things that, to be fair, it was movies and now it's the whole thing's just evolved into its own little, whatever you want to call it. I'm the host. I'm the Evo. And I host this shit show. And with me is the other shithead who is also called Evo. Say hello.
In it, bruv. In it, bruv.
In it, oh well. I have with me a cup of tea because I'm cold. The Glaswegian weather at this moment in time does not want to cooperate at all.
Nothing wants to cooperate with anyone anytime.
So yeah, this is Voices from Behind. Every week we give films to each other and we discuss the films. And last week, this man here gave me a film, and it's fuck me, it's a film and a half. Do you know what I also realized about last week?
Yeah.
Thank you very much to Phil that joined us, and to Fraser who joined us in the comments. My mic was turned around the entire time.
Okay.
Because it picks up louder on one end, the end on which I am now. And if I'm not on that end, the mic sounds echoey and kind of shitty. So that was the reason for the sound. Also, speaking of sound and podcasts, you have said that people want to download this. I don't even know why they would, but people want to download the shit show so they can listen to us ramble while they're on their commute or whatever they're doing.
Yes, Queen. Slay.
The podcast is now available to download. If you go to wooshka.com, well, technically, just go to the Facebook page. I've put up a little thingy there for it. But even if you go to Wooshka and just search us, it should come up straight away. It will be in the YouTube link to this video. I'll just put the whole playlist in there so you can literally... Oh, excuse me. I spent a good couple hours making sure everything's set up and everything's sorted so you can download every single episode so far. And obviously every episode that comes up afterwards.
Alright.
I've submitted us for Spotify, so let's hope that goes through. And we're gonna submit us to iTunes as well, and see how iTunes takes us. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna talk about what we did over the week. It's a bit of a slow news week, so there ain't that much to discuss. But there will be some ranting, I guess, about things that we find to rant about. So.
There's a couple of things.
There's a couple of things. That's good. Oh, trailers. Yes, I saw a couple of trailers too. And we're going to talk about those and make them sound interesting. Anywho, sir, how was your week? Tell me about your week.
My week was completely, utterly fucking boring.
Oh.
It's just nothing interesting happened. Although, I one up you.
Go on.
I saw a movie today. I started last night, but I passed out, so I watched it today. A movie me and you have been waiting for a very long time.
Oh, go on.
It's Parasite.
Oh shit, that's not out in the UK though, is it?
By Joon-ho Bong.
Bong Joon-ho.
I just okay. And I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
I was about to say, I don't want any spoilers. Apparently, people have said that the trailer spoils things as well, even though it spoils things in the sense that if you've seen the film, you know what the spoilers are. So,
yeah, I'm gonna put it like this.
It's
a very interesting movie.
Oh.
You should see it. It's very, very interesting. Although it comes out in fucking USA on the 11th of October, so good luck.
Yeah, I think it comes out here in October as well.
Good luck dodging spoilers. I also saw The Sacrament.
The Sacrament.
2013 found footage, Vice.
Oh, it's a Vice film.
Yeah, I think it's a Vice. I mean, they say Vice, man, a couple of times because it's basically their crew goes in Africa to find this religious commute outcasts that left the States and live alone there, but apparently nothing is as it seems, and they started killing each other and shit. It was different.
All right.
That's the best I can put. It's not bad. It's just it was really different. I'm not sure. I mean, give me a second. Just wait. What? No. I need to find something. So I'm not sure because they gave this kind of real life stuff
Okay.
to it. Eden Parish. Give me a second. I actually didn't check if any of this shit is true, but I know. Oh wait. Oh, I guess it is.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
so it's based on inspired by true events.
Quite yes, actually. I mean, quite so. It's Jesus. Yeah, it was a cult.
Oh.
They started suicides and killings, and the guy that left it, Jim Jones, killed himself with a gunshot wound to the head.
Oof.
Oof. Yeah, that's literally a oof. It's an interesting one. I actually didn't bother checking about this. I'm doing this on the fly. So yeah, but it's kind of based on true events.
It's one of those that when you realize it's on true events, you're kind of like, oh
I
no.
mean, this happened like what in the 70s or something. So I mean, so far away from us. I was like, I also watched a couple of other movies, mostly shit. I currently paused a movie called Arrival 2.
What?
1998. A computer hacker, made by Patrick Muldoon, learns of the plot of the backwards need aliens take over the Earth using shape-shifting talents. You want me to continue?
No. No, I kind of don't. No. This is
Also,
yeah.
I saw this movie you're probably gonna like. It's inspired by the one and only H.P. Lovecraft, and it's an uncredited adaptation of The Lurking Fear.
Okay. Is it good or is it not good?
Well, I kind of liked it, but then again, I'm familiar with the source material. I think they did a pretty decent job for a really low budget movie.
What's it called?
Dark Heritage, 1989.
I think I might have heard of this, I mean,
Well,
obviously, it's me, so if it's a Lovecraft thing, I've probably heard of it. Dark Heritage. Good lord, the pictures look horrific.
it is really fucking low budget.
Oh lord. Oh no, this is bad.
But, I mean...
Oh, there's a man in horrible white makeup.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And it gets worse, because the dialogue is also fucking bad, and the acting isn't exactly amazing, let's put it like this. But somehow, I think it kind of clicked by the end. I was like, this is not... I expected far worse, considering the fact that I've seen a couple of that actually worse than this.
Was it more of like a passion project film or something, where it's like...
Feels like it. Most of the people don't feel like they have any actual talent credits behind their acting. And lo and behold, the first person that's credited, Mark Lacour, this is his only role.
Okay, fair enough. I see.
And I think that... Actually, I think most of them, this is their only role. And this really feels like a passion project.
He was going to make it big, but he didn't make it big.
It's more like... how should I put it? It does feel like a passion project, and it was a good intentions behind it. It's like, give it a watch, you might actually like it.
Okay, I'll have a look at, what's it called again? Dark Heritage. Apparently there's also a video game called that. Called Dark Heritage.
It's interesting. I know.
Yeah, it looks like a fantasy type. Nope. It looks like a mobile game.
Are you kidding me?
Dark Heritage, Guardians of Hope. It is.
It's on Steam.
Oh, it's
on Steam.
What? Why am I looking at a screen that literally looks like it's been ripped out of a mobile game?
Because it's a hidden object game. Pretty much makes them
mobile. Nope. Backing away from that. Nope. Find the cobweb in this room. Nope, it's not the actual cobweb that we drew in the corner. It's the one hitting under the table leg that you didn't lift with the nail you found earlier, that you found by hitting a dove on the head with a shovel, and the nail came out of the dove's ass. Yeah, no. Hidden object games, no thanks.
Yeah, after a while they just get boring. They just fine if you want to kill time.
I mean, I'd rather play point and clicks, because some of those actually, have good stuff in them.
Most point and clicks are the same fucking shit. It's like, oh, you didn't know that my insane fucking idea for a puzzle is made like this. Congratulations.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. It's like, click the key on the hole, but not on the keyhole. Click it on the hole under the door while you use the magnetism of the key to get a coin from under the door that will trigger a little latch that will open up a little curtain behind you. Under that curtain is a rug. The rug will lift, and you will strike it with your sword, and a harpy will come out, and...
You have to barter a piece, a coin, a banana peel, and a fucking cow.
You have to bow to the harpy 3 times, but only if the moon is full. If the moon isn't full, you're at the wrong point of the game, and you will die, and you have to start all the way from the start. Welcome to most point and clicks, folks.
Most, but not all. There are some that are actually decent, but yeah, I just never understood the point of it. I remember playing Leisure Suit Larry, a game that's never gonna come out these days. For reasons
because we're not gonna talk about what Leisure Suit Larry gets into.
Yeah, it's like those were fine. I mean, you could basically not go into the most of the objects, but you're not gonna get the high score.
Yeah. Speaking of games and film or films that might not come out nowadays, the film that we're gonna talk about later.
Oh yeah,
wouldn't fly nowadays at all, which is a shame.
Yeah,
because people lack a sense of fucking humor. So.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that, I mean, I haven't actually even watched TV series, so I'm not up to date with the fucking Young Justice.
Oh, neither am I. Don't worry about it. I've had one of those weeks where my last day off was this Monday, and I spent the whole day out, and I haven't had the chance to do anything. So my next day off is Sunday, so that's the day I'm going to be cracking down on.
On the plus side, this Saturday I'm going on a bachelor's party.
Will there be strippers?
No, I mean, why the fuck will...
Sort of boring ass bachelor party is this?
It's the best kind where you chill.
I've never been to a bachelor party, wouldn't know.
It's the best kind where you chill and you enjoy your last day of freedom.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it works. I mean...
And then the shackles come on, and the slipper comes out in case you get naughty. Whatever helps you sleep at night, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Then again, it's like depends on people. This is my best friend. I fucking love the fact that he's getting married, and the woman he's gonna be with is an amazing woman.
Hey, as long as that's all it is. As long as your friends are happy.
Yeah, but that's the joke. It's the last day of freedom.
Last day of freedom. Shackles, and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one day probably we're all gonna be in that same fucking position.
Oh no, I'm gonna die alone. It's
with your fucking track record.
Ooh.
Nah.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
Nah.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm just gonna say this. There we go. I'm not sure if you heard that, but. I have a little Happy Meal toy of Super Mario where he punches a block and the block makes that noise. So I'm going to use it every now and then as a joke ender, even though there was no joke half the time.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that, it's just
Yeah,
it's just
tell me
dumb
about
shit and nothing ever happened.
For a person that's in Bulgaria right now, you sure aren't doing much, but I guess that's the point. You're there to chillax.
I mean, yeah, what the fuck would I be doing? Getting out, getting drunk?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just dumb, man.
I get that. For this shit. That's what I pretty much do when I go home. I'll chill with friends usually, and I'll just get smashed once a week. That's it.
I mean, I'm playing football mostly.
That's good. That's good. You're kicking the ball around with the mates, with the footy with the lads, as they say in places.
Footy.
Footy with the lads. Yeah. Did you do anything else, or is it just that?
Well, I haven't even played much, to be honest. It's just I just played Smite, and that's about it.
Yeah, I saw you were playing it before we started.
Yeah, it was one of those long ass games. I thought it was gonna be.
No, it's fine. It's like I'll play Dota every now and then, and I'm like, I'm only jumping in. Let's hope this game ends. An hour and a half later, we finally beat it. I'm like,
you played the Dotco? You did the
Dotco? Do the Vodko? Play the Dotco? I go meet or I feed, and then I go fuck up mid somehow.
Which reminds me,
yes,
because you play a lot of Team Fortress. Did you get in on that hot case shenanigans that happened?
No, I got I saw the all the stuff, but I never got into it. Was it the whole market crash, so everything went super cheap and people just went bananas?
Yeah, do you know why?
Something about hats, wasn't it?
No. I mean, technically, it's fucking Team Fortress. Everything's about hats.
Yes.
But the idea
sandwich.
is this. After a while, it turned out that one of the cases was constantly dropping the highest tier of rewards, the ultra rares, the sub 1%
Oh
drops.
god! So that's why the market crashed.
Yeah, and it had 100% chance to drop. No one knows what the fuck happened. No one knows why. And someone broke this shit down on the Reddit because people can't have their fucking mouth shut.
Obviously.
And it just went fucking south. So Volvo was in a deep shit because they can't take them away. So what they did is like, okay, you keep the skins, but you can't trade them. At least we figured out.
That's a fair solution, to be fair.
Yeah, they still get fucking orange items.
Yeah.
But it did hurt a lot of people because some people do this shit as a job. Because it's basically like stock trading and
it's TF2's like market is one of the most like prolific ones. It's always active. Ever since the game went free, that market's been like not on fire, but it's been rolling.
No, I mean it's the only thing that keeps the game populated.
Keeps it alive, yeah.
I mean it's fine. I also want to mention that when it talks to markets like this, nothing beats Magic the Gathering.
Magic's a fucking masochistic, like, painful, I don't want to be part of this sort of...
No, Magic is where you need to know the game so you can predict whatever's gonna fucking happen. Then you get your other cards, because, if you know what the fuck's gonna happen, you're gonna know kind of the appropriate value of some cards. Most cards, actually. And you probably know which ones cost more than the others, and it would cost more. So so it's like it's literally like fucking stock trading. It's the same fucking.
It is, yeah.
Except
you with
predict the meta.
Children's card games.
It's so fucking. You can actually make money out of this if you know what the fuck you're doing. But it's really difficult to get into, much like fucking stocks, because you can't just go with fucking 10 quid and just make millions out of it just like that.
Nah, not the way it works. Unfortunately, it ain't Vegas, baby.
Yeah, okay. The thing is, you can always go to pre-releases by yourself and just hope to get lucky, sell shit, and move on from there.
Yeah,
but I got friends who do this. It's fucking amazing.
But there's always the very rocky start with this kind of stuff.
Well, like I said, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you probably want to be at a loss. Which is fine. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, it's just like, it's just boring shit for me. Boring shit for you. So, should we get into the news?
Apart from, the other day, I finished work early because I was covering in a different shop. And I went and got pizza.
Oh, that's amazing.
That was the highlight of my week. That and taking, because Nikki's she was away for a bit. She had to go back home. And I took the dog out for a bit on Monday. Oh. So it was me and the dog. He took 4 shits.
It's a Dachshund. 2
of which were very liquid shits, and one of them was in the middle of the street on the pavement. So I had to like scoop that shit up. Quite literally, scoop that shit up.
I mean, technically, you have to scoop the shit in most countries, even here.
Yeah. No, I know that's the thing. Like, but when he poops in the tall grass, where nobody goes, you don't exactly have to. But when he does it in the middle of town, on the fucking, I'm like, oh, why here? Oh, why is it liquid? Oh, why am I spreading this on the floor? God help me, the dash hound poops like crazy. Fucking wet poops McGee.
What are they feeding him?
He's a healthy boy. He wasn't eating grass. Yeah, because I think...
Because wet dogs eat grass means that they have problems with the digestion. So
yes,
they eat the grass
I know. I picked him up at like 12:30, 1:45-ish, and had him for like 2-3 hours. So it wasn't terrible, but I'm guessing because they only took him out in the morning for a bit, he needed to like get rid of all the other poop that he had stocked up in his little back end.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a dog. He was happy to see me. I was happy to see him.
There is something I need to mention.
Yeah.
So I got myself this wireless charger for my iPhone.
Yeah. Put the phone on the pad. Watch it go.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever. Now I can just talk as much as I want, do whatever I want, and I can only use one cable. It's amazing.
It's almost like they're getting rid of cables just to charge extra.
I mean, it's a third-party one because my father gave it to me.
Yeah,
for a long time.
Of course it's third party. You don't need the official Apple fucking Qi wireless charger. It's old technology. It's not new, so.
Oh yeah. I mean, if it has the Apple logo on it, it's gonna have at least 80 quid on top of the
on top,
price.
Yeah. It's gonna quadruple that price big time.
Well, yeah. I mean, instead of that, I don't know, just nothing.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is the quickest weeks we've ever done on the show.
I swear the next couple of weeks is gonna be interesting because I don't know, this stuff is gonna happen.
Yeah. News-wise, did you see the pictures from Clifford the Red Dog?
No.
They're filming the film, obviously, at this moment in time.
Okay.
I'm gonna post it in the Discord so you can see it. So they've posted Clifford the Big Red Dog. They've posted a behind-the-scenes view of it.
Okay. I will counter you.
That's gonna be obviously that's gonna be CGI because you can see a man's legs down there.
Well, yeah, I've never seen Clifford, so I don't know.
Neither have I, but I just saw this and got kind of scared and I closed the tab.
Okay, check this shit.
I'm checking
This is the Will, because they're doing the Wheel of Time TV series, obviously, and this is the cast for the five the people who were chosen.
Oh, there's people chosen. Go on.
Well, here's the thing. It's like most people were kind of outraged because black people are gonna play white people.
Oh but, no, not the cultural thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I actually prefer the black casting on this one because they at least look really closely to the artist renditions of how they're supposed to look from the book. Actually, really fucking close. Maybe Perry needs to get a little bit more, but yeah, that's gonna be ironed out. The white people though, god fucking damn, they couldn't have chosen bigger planks of wood if they wanted to. Holy shit, just look at Matt and just look at it. Look at the guy who's gonna play Matt. Just nothing. Absolutely.
Is that supposed to be Matt with a single T? Sorry, I've never read the Wheel of Time, so.
Neither have I. I mean, I'll probably get to it at some point.
The guy who plays Matt, I don't know how to feel about that.
He does not look like he should be in that movie. And also Ran looks like he just looks like a fucking jarhead. For those people who don't know, that's a term for Marines in the US.
Yeah.
And there is also a movie called Jarhead.
It's not a bad film.
Yeah, he literally looks like he fucking made a career out of that movie.
Who's Egwene? I mean, do we have names for the actors? Egwene? Egwene? I don't know.
Egwene? I mean, I don't think so. I mean, you can find them. It's posted on their Facebook.
I've put them up on the screen. I think that's sort of enough for now, but...
Okay, the guy who plays Perrin is really fucking familiar, but I can't remember the name.
Yeah, he kind of looks a bit... I don't know.
He looks like Ice Cube's son for something.
He does look like him a little bit, doesn't he? Okay, let me just see this. Wheel of Time cast. Oh, it's Amazon's Wheel of Time series announces a good chunk of its cast. I will put this in the thing because I will sort it out later.
Rutherford.
Yes.
Rutherford. Sorry, just Rutherford. Fucking physics. I mean, he hasn't been in a lot of things. Oh, he has been in Shakespeare and Hathaway.
That's enough.
Oh.
And the girl at the top right, her name is Tiger. No, it's Madeline Madden.
I mean,
Madeline. Why is she familiar? Why have I seen her before?
She's done a lot of TV series, I guess.
Yeah, but
Mystery Roll? Have you seen Mystery Roll?
Why is she from? No. Never mind.
I'm reading for what she.
Oh, she's in the new Dora the Explorer film. Dora the Explorer. Yeah, for you.
I mean, it's fine. There's nothing bad in it.
Yeah.
We've seen worse casts. I mean, that's the
to
thing.
To be fair, we have, yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, at least they're trying to get people that are similar to the people in the books, which is absolutely fine. It means that they actually give a shit.
Yeah, it means that at least they're trying to like, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, hide this, transition that. There we go. We're back to normal on the screen.
And I was like, other news.
Did you see the trailer for Invader Zim?
No, I don't. I have never. I never watched the Invader Zim.
It's a good show. Invader Zim. The trailer came out. Yeah, it looks funny. It looks good. Oh, but also, did you see the trailer for Night Hunter?
No.
It's Henry Cavill, Stanley Tucci, and Alexandra Daddario.
Oh, Alexandra did that.
She should play Zatanna. Period. But it's how can I put it? It's like a cop film. It's prisoners mixed with Silence of the Lambs sort of thing. It looks kind of cheap, but also doesn't look terrible. It looks like it might be decent at least. I'm gonna give Henry Cavill the support. He deserves the support.
We'll wait to see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean the trailer doesn't look terrible. It looks fine. I'm not super excited about it, but I want to see it anyway, just for the sake of seeing something else that's not another superhero film or another remake of something.
Yeah, that's fine. I completely understand that one. I'm also fucking tired of these ones. Okay. I've got a couple on. So, did you see Running with the Devil?
No, but I heard about it.
It's trailer's out. It's Nicolas Cage and Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh God.
Oh God, yes. So, it's a drug cartel one where Nicolas Cage is the bad guy.
Sorry, Running with the Devil. I've also got. It's a song by Van Halen, but that's a different.
Oh yeah. Running with the
devil. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks. Actually, it looks pretty fucking decent.
It's a drug cartel film. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's about some around the drug cartel people getting fucked, and it was like it looks action packed. It's fucking Nicolas Cage and Lawrence Fishburne, so it's gonna be heavy as shit, and everybody's gonna love it.
Yeah,
love it.
Neo, you will have to. Nicholas,
you have. Also, there is
take the red pill.
Get this shit. VR tech is deadly in Empathy, Inc.
Huh? Empathy Inc.
Empathy,
Inc.
Yeah. Oh, before I forget, here is the Nicolas Cage one.
That's fine. I found it. I've added it to the thing, but
yeah. So apparently we're in the Isekai remakes by Western people world.
Oh no.
For those people who don't know, the whole point of Isekai is you put a nerve gear, which is basically VR, like a big fucking headset, and you transport yourself to a goddamn MMO bullshit, or how it's called there, a VR MMO.
Yeah.
So, and something goes bad and you're stuck there. Well, this is kind of like it, but here I guess it makes them see shit and makes them addicted or something. I literally just watched 50 seconds. I was like, I don't want to see a Western Isekai. I am fucking tired of the Japanese ones. Please fucking stop. It's old. It's dumb. It shouldn't exist. Ever.
Dang nabbit. Yeah, this doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. But I'll still fucking say it to laugh at it.
It does
also,
not look good. Oh no.
This is a movie with Sean William Scott from called Bloodline. Sean William Scott is also known as from American Pie, Stifler.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's gonna be in a horror movie.
Damn, dude. It's a dramatic thrill that explores the demons lurking beneath the surface of a contemporary American family. Oh no, wait, that's a series.
No, yeah, because Bloodline is... the idea is this, he's a social worker working with kids from fucked up families, and he's so recently had having his own son, and his desire to protect his son goes above and starts becoming an avenging angel and starts killing shit. That's how it's described. I was like, I'll give it a try. Fuck it.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, doesn't look amazing, but...
well...
Again, it's something else. It's not yet another remake or sequel. Or...
Also, Gary Oldman is gonna play in a haunted ship movie called Mary. with a single R.
Haunted ship. But
Yes.
we already have Ghost Ship.
Ghost Ship was not exactly that.
Shut up though, Ghost Ship. The line goes through the people. That's the one good bit in the whole film.
It's the only good bit of the whole movie.
Hey.
Actually, I can't even remember a single thing I outside of that. I remember it was like a screw some shit. And it's like something happened for the piano wire to just fucking decapitate everyone.
Yeah,
It was dumb
it's
as bricks.
stupid. It's
Like
genuinely stupid.
I can't even remember why people killed stuff on the ghost
I don't
ship.
know. It was some sort of ghost plot with a little ghost girl or something. I genuinely don't remember because that movie is super forgetful apart from that one bit. Actually, there's another thing that we missed from ages ago. Did you see the Harley Quinn animated show trailer thing that came out?
No.
It doesn't look terrible.
Okay.
It's kind of bloody and they're swearing a lot. So
Also, there is another movie called A Hidden Life.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Malick.
Terrence Malick, eh?
I will just read this shit because it's a biopic, which means I'm not gonna watch it. Franz Jägerstatter, an Austrian peasant and construction conscientious objector of World War II, who was sentenced to death and executed for his anti-Nazi sentiment. Jägerstatter was later declared a martyr and beatified by the Catholic Church.
Yeah, is this one of those there's gonna be one of those sappy like Oscar bait like jerk the Academy off with sadness sort of films?
I mean, looks that way because it's coming out on fucking December 13th, which is basically
so yeah,
almost Oscar bait. Oscar bait is around beginning of January, late December. This is kinda there.
Yeah,
Maybe a week off, but still, it's still there.
It's there.
Oh, and also premiered at Cannes. Oh, if it premiered at Cannes means that it's probably not viable for Oscar. Not sure.
No, it is.
Don't know.
I'm pretty sure there's films that have premiered at Cannes that were still. I don't think that's part of the. I think the thing is it's supposed to be like it's the runtime mainly for Oscar stuff. Because pretty sure any feature can apply for an Oscar depending.
I mean,
but the Academy has to sift through them and stuff. I'm not 100% sure how it goes, but I think that's how it goes.
I don't think anyone's sure because every time they list it for this is just fucking ridiculous. I mean, we had fucking Black Panther running through. What the shit was that?
It was ground. It broke new ground.
Like what? I mean, did no one fucking see American Gangster? Do people have people not seen that movie?
That's all I gotta say about that. You ruined my joke. I was gonna go quiet and just ring the bell, but you carried on talking. I was like, shit, ring the bell now.
It's just, I mean, fucking, just kill it with fire.
Kill it with fire. But yeah, what was that? I was gonna say something. I completely forgot what it was. Can you tell I'm tired? I'm tired.
Also, I mean, I'm not even sure what the fuck happened in the gaming industry this week.
I don't think much has. Let me see if there's any trailers that have come out as of recent. Actually, this is a proper podcast stuff. Recent game trailers. I don't know. Let's see. This is really good. This is really
interesting.
This is very good.
I'm watching. I'm watching people complaining about shit. Oh dear lord. Okay, so apparently Death Stranding is no longer listed as a PlayStation exclusive.
It's on the Epic Store.
No, it's just not because it's probably not gonna come out on a lot of things at the same time.
Well, yeah, you would expect that from Koji's first proper game.
Yeah, but it's not anymore exclusive because that's the whole point. If nowadays it used to be the exclusive only come out on one machine. Nowadays it means like you have to wait like 2 years for it to come out on another one.
Yeah, it pretty much means that. I'm sorry if you're gonna hear this. Yep, you can hear it. Never mind. It pretty much means they're timed exclusive nowadays.
Yeah.
Like I want to play the Sinking City, but I'm not. I'm gonna wait until a lot later when it comes out on Steam because I don't want to get it.
We can.
Speaking of games, I forgot to say this. On the Facebook group I'm on, a guy showed up and he was like, "I'm subscribed to the Humble Bundle."
Oh yeah, nice.
And he's like, "But I've got a shitload of games that I need to get rid of. I don't know what to do with them." And so obviously, people chimed in to ask for games to see what he has. So this kind young man, or let me just find his name real quick, just to give him a good thank you. He even offered me Destiny 2, which isn't even out on Steam yet. But I thought, but I thought to myself, I don't want to play Destiny because I don't want to play MMOs. So this kind young soul, where the hell is he? There he is. So I think his name was Tyler. So,
Okay.
Trevor, sorry. Trevor Damon Evans gave me Sniper Elite 1 and 2. Because I was like, have you got anything single player shootery? And he was like, I've got Sniper Elite 1. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, give it. And he passed it on and he was like, and for the price of nothing, you'll get Sniper Elite 2. And he actually gave me both. I'm like, holy shit, you didn't have to give me the second one as well. But now I have both games. He's like, I would give you 3, but I want to play it because you can kill Hitler in that one. I'm like, it's fine. I've got 3 on the PS3 anyway. So it worked out real well. So thank you, Trevor, for being a kind soul and giving us peasants free games. Because it was literally like 90-something comments, and I jumped in and he was like, yeah, I still got games left. I've got a shitload. Because the Humble Bundle is like you pay a certain amount a month and you get like, 5-6 games or something. So it's good. He also offered me another game, which is basically Chivalry, but it's World War One.
Tannenberg?
Yes. How the fuck did you get that from like from? I didn't even like. But yeah, Tannenberg. I looked it up, and again, multiplayer, and I've got enough multiplayer things on my plate, so I was like, just give me Sniper Elite, and he gave me both. I was like, you're a good man. You're a good, kind soul who is gracious enough.
Interestingly, I can't currently connect to the bundle.
What?
I think they had a decent bundle right now.
Let's have a look.
A sci-fi one. I can't connect.
Humble Bundle, quickly.
.com.
Okay, I am on Humble Bundle as we speak. This is proper podcasting. We're today on the podcast we surf websites.
Fucking what? I can't connect.
Okay, there's 8 bundles at this moment in time.
Connection refused? Excuse me?
So there's a Humble RPG book bundle.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't care about that one.
Yeah, but Dark Heresy's on it.
Those things are already online and free.
Oh, I knew that.
I mean, if you want,
and there's a games bundle, the Bohemian Interactive one. So DayZ, Arma 2, and more.
Don't care about that.
Holy shit! The Jackbox Party bundle is 16 games of... How much is it? Because I'm going to get that. Jackbox Party is... they're like party games. And there's like... imagine charades. But it's on the computer.
It's fine. Oh, yeah, the Sci-Fi Week.
What am I looking at?
I mean, that's some fucking amazing games. It has Earth Defense Force 5.
EDF?
5. This has No Man's Lie.
No Man's Lie? Oh, No Man's...
Yeah. It has Battletech. Oh, I'll probably get the Battletech one.
Actually, the August one, there's a few games here, a few bundles here for August itself. Yeah, for those that don't know what the Humble Bundle is, it's a website that gives you games for a lot cheaper, and the money you spend on those, a good chunk of that goes to charity. You can also subscribe for like £12 a month, and they just give you that month's bundle.
I mean, you can pay and get more.
And you get $8 if you refer somebody and they use your email. You get $8 towards your next purchase and stuff.
So it's basically the Sci-Fi Week is supplement.
Yeah, we're not sponsored, but I kind of wish we were.
Oh, well,
but yeah, Jackbox Party. I actually got Quiplash, which I think is part of Jackbox.
Wait, why the fuck can I access Humble Bundle from?
I don't know.
From my PC.
You can do it from. That's weird. I'm on my computer right now and I'm looking at it.
I mean, it says connection refused, whatever the fuck that means.
Ugh, weird. It's because that Bulgarian virus-filled, hacked internet.
Let's go with that one. I don't know, because the funny thing is, my phone is connected to my Wi-Fi. It's not even the internet.
Huh.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what the fuck's going on.
But yeah, also a lot of these games are pay what you want and you still get the game.
Yeah. Secondly, this is a bit of sad news. I think my PC is gonna die. It's like in a couple of months or so.
Oh.
Yeah. Cause get this shit. I was on a binge of deleting stuff, so I have almost 500 gigabytes of free space on my PC.
Yes.
And somehow my disk space runs at 99% usage of my CPU. I may be on a laptop, but that's still fucking unexecutable. I don't know why.
Oh.
I have done a lot of things, and it's just none of them work.
Like defragging it and everything else?
Everything. I fucking ran diagnostics.
Yes.
Fix the broken partitions for some reason. Whatever. It just didn't fix. I think that the issue is a hardware one. Probably something overheated. For reasons, because it's fucking summer and laptops don't like summer at all.
That's still that's a lot. Like 99% for a 1 terabyte drive with half of it being free. That's a bit.
And either way, it's a lot. I mean, I fucking went in all goddamn.
Yeah, that's.
Something's not right, and I don't know which one, what it is. I'll probably need to change the hard drive. But then again, I'm running the laptop, so I probably won't be able to get a lot of hard drives.
You can get a few.
Yeah,
depending on the laptop, you can just Google it and you can just see what's the most compatible thing. Hell, you can swap for an SSD usually. Only problem being if you got Windows 10, sometimes Windows 10 will not recognize a new like hardware component, and it'll lock you out, which is fucking stupid. But there's that, I guess. And
this probably means that I have to switch my goddamn stuff. I have to fucking reinstall my PC, which is not fun.
No.
Oh well, stuff happens. We'll move on. Just
move along.
Yeah, just. I'll cross that line when the time comes. Besides that, just continue existing.
Continuing. So, anything else? Any other news?
Not that I can think of. Maybe. Someplace.
Anything stupidly political that we can say this week that'll get people triggered?
No.
No?
I mean, I don't fuck... Oh, wait. Nah. Actually,
nah.
I don't even think that something stupid happened this week in Bulgaria.
Shocker.
Yeah, I know. That's a weird one. Although, it's the joke just for you. You know, Slavi has his own political party.
Fucking Slavi, yes.
Do you know how it's called?
I heard something, but the name eludes me. Go on.
Nema takava država. And Nema as in Nema, not the proper way to spell.
Yeah, no.
So for people who don't know, this was a meme that he turned into an actual thing. But the thing is, since it's official, it's the wrong way to write it.
It's a meme. It's also, I think it was in one of his songs. Slavi Trifonov, for those that don't know, he's actually not that. He's like kind of famous around the world as well, which is surprising. Is a Bulgarian showman. Oh shit! I'm dropping things. Sorry, I'm lighting a candle. If you hear weird noises, that's why. So Slavi Trifonov is a Bulgarian showman, ironically from my town. He is from the lovely town of Pleven, and he had, or still has. Did the Slavi show end, or is it still going?
I think not. I think they officially stopped already.
Good.
For people don't, so the thing is like, because Slavi is really sick recently. He's becoming. This year was the last of his official David Letterman impersonation show.
That's pretty much exactly that. Yeah.
That's exactly.
It is the longest running late night show in the country.
Yeah.
Or was. To be fair, it outstayed its welcome for an extra 10 years than it should have.
Kinda.
Yeah, Slavi's been in show business for a long time before he even got his own show. Before he even got a different show.
Yeah.
But he is also, personally, I think, an absolute prick.
He's a moron.
And he, obviously, it's a late night show, so there's going to be a lot of political humor involved, but he, for whatever reason, beats his chest saying he's a patriot. but still does dumb shit that a patriot would never do. But I'm just getting aggravated thinking about it, and it's annoying to have your childhood turn out to be shit. Because obviously we all grew up with him and his show and his comedy and the other shows he was in.
Do you want me to tell you what the next the highest tier joke right now?
Yeah, go on.
We need to elect Sarek Trifonov as the president of Bulgaria.
Why?
So we can have an official petition to name Bulgaria to show to Naswap.
Oh, no,
It's like
no.
the David Letterman show is basically a Slavic show.
Yeah,
so
literally, I've noticed this. When David Letterman does interviews and he does stuff, the way he speaks in this cadence, even his movements are things that Slavi has copied over the years. Because I'd never noticed it before. Because obviously I haven't even watched Letterman, but a couple of years ago, you know when you go on YouTube and you go on the late night binge, where you just watch interviews and people saying dumb shit, or you watch like the animals coming on, and there's Robert Irwin's kid and he's like showing Jimmy Kimmel some animals or whatever. I watched a Letterman interview where he was interviewing Stephen Colbert, or it might have been the other way around. And the way Letterman moves, stands, even looks, Slavi has copied that like almost perfectly, and it's kind of scary to even. He always claims to be an original showman and an original person, but clearly he is not. I actually met him in England once.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, we were with Nikki, Stara Zagora Nikki.
Oh yeah.
Me and him were at the cricket club in Manchester at a shift, and we were just waiting there, to get let in, and all of a sudden we see Ivo Siromakov, who is one of the script writers for the show, and we see all the other script writers as well. Then we see the maestro himself and Slavi. All of them come out of a van, and turned out they were just there for the United game to see Berbatov play.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
So we all said hi to them. We could. Obviously, it was at the time where camera phones weren't on us because we were poor students. It was like end of the first year, and the phone was away at that point. So we were like, "Oh, we hope you have a good time," and that, because all of his screenwriters and stuff, they're all like, they seem fine. It's just him. He didn't even stop to say hi. He kind of looked at us and just carried on walking. It was like, hi, friend, person who has obviously inspired us to be who we are, and now turns out to be a bit of an idiot and full of himself. It's just the epitome of somebody going crazy with power, which is a shame, to be fair. That's about it.
Yeah.
Anything else to add to the rant? Or are we moving on to the film of films?
Well, the thing is with Sam is the more you grow up, the more you start despising him, because when you were little, it's like the fun songs, the fact that every New Year's we used to have a tradition because you
really
get around
good show.
Yeah, and it was like a very long show, and so comedians, because he also has comedians on his fucking retainer, I guess. At this point, we were joking that Krasiratko is gonna be the head of the parliament.
Of course he is. And he's gonna play his what's CSK's coach's name? His dad's name.
Oh no.
He's gonna play Penata, and he's gonna go and but yeah, it's fucking stupid, man. It's just everything got pushed to the limit, and then when people were finally starting to enjoy the new things he was doing, he got away from them and turned the show completely political, which made things even worse. But all of his diehard fans are obviously still freaking out about it. And like, oh, we love him. It's like, you don't even know why you love him anymore, but you're doing it for the sake of nostalgia, which is the saddest part about it. But yeah, the more you grow up, the more you hate him, because you realize you start seeing through the cracks, which at this point aren't even cracks. They're just like gaping holes. But I'm still listening to his music every now and then. It's a good time. Not the new stuff, though. The new stuff's kind of trash.
Yeah. I mean, it is the tinge of nostalgia to it.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the rant portion of the show. That's over now. Would you like to move into the film,
Sure.
or do you want to talk about something else before we carry on? Because we're actually fucking blasting through things today.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I have no idea. When it comes to, let me just check my Steam for a second.
Check your Steam. I will check.
For the sake of what the fuck came
Oh
out.
yeah, I played a bit more Absolution.
Oh, you know,
I played a bit more Absolution, and I'm going through the strip club level.
Yeah.
It's like the second or third level in the game or something. And I appreciate them trying to like wow you with look at the tech and look at. Ooh.
A game came out.
Yeah.
That I watched. It's a point and click one.
No.
It's called. Yes.
We literally shout on point and clicks like an hour ago.
Ooh, I
no.
can shit on everything, but I want you to play this one. You'll fucking love it. It's called Give Us a Cthulhu Adventure.
Oh.
Let me just yeah.
I could shit on anything.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Well.
You're giving me
no,
maybe.
Yeah.
Gibbous, there's a cat. A comedic cosmic horror adventure made in Transylvania. Darkham, with its crooked gamble roofs, dark alleys, and a past shrouded in secrecy. So I was going to say sorcery. Never really was a welcoming place, but nowadays, ? Kooky cults are popping up everywhere in that most evil book, the Necronomicon. Yada 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 yada. There's a black cat, and just reminds me of. Oh boy, it really reminds me of H.P. Lovecraft's cat's name. Do you know what's H.P. Lovecraft's cat's name?
Oh no, I forgot.
N-word man.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That is H.P. Lovecraft's cat's name, or was the name of the cat. It was N-word man.
It reminds me of The Walking Dead. What fucking imbecile decided to call that guy Negan? First time I read it, because I was like, the fuck did I just read? Oh
yeah. There is a really good Dave Chappelle sketch about that, actually. What sort of white man gets called Negan? It's
I just
oh no. Speaking of horror, I'm gonna go see Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Hopefully, really soon.
Yeah, that came out, but it's not being shown here. Cause fuck you.
Yeah, it's kind of weird here as well. It's getting decent reviews though. Chris Stuckman said it's enjoyable and it's kind of bare bones story wise, but they've adapted a lot of the short stories from the books pretty well.
Okay.
And the only thing is it's only PG-13, but they say it's pretty gruesome anyway, which I guess is good. But why make a horror film PG-13? But the Insidious film did it, and they did it pretty well. So I guess that's it.
Which Insidious movie? And why
the first one's PG-13, and it's got some good scares in it. Isn't the Conjuring PG-13 as well?
Maybe, but that one's actually better.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You can make a good horror
wait,
film PG-13.
I think it's the 14 one.
So
Not sure.
The Conjuring. What's the rating? I need the rating. Please give me the rating of The Conjuring.
The NRSB, was it?
NSRB.
NSRB. They just, at least I got the letter.
Is it NSRB? No. Oh god damn it. Rating. What's the rating of The Conjuring? No, I don't care if it's 92%. I want the actual. Is The Conjuring PG-13? There's the question. Oh, it's too scary for a PG-13 rating.
Oh, no way, it says the scares even with the PG-13.
Yeah, too scary for a PG-13.
It wasn't going to be rated R. So what the... So...
It's a 15 in the UK, so it's R.
Okay, so... R is 15?
Ratings info. R in the UK is 15, 18 is X. As in like full frontal and stuff like that.
Well, I always thought that the 15 above should be T for teens.
No.
But then again, 13,
T is under PG-13.
Okay, fine.
Because you get PG, I think then you get T, then you get PG-13, then you get R and X. Like
That thing.
Midsummer is X-rated
Mm,
because there's full frontal in it.
fair, absolutely fair. I mean, that just the rating system has always confused me for reasons that everybody.
I'm pretty sure the Indiana Jones films are rated PG, and then you have people ripping each other's hearts out, and skulls or faces melting over skulls. So, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, what matters is that we've got a rating system, and young children can go get traumatized by horrible, horrific horror films that aren't meant for them, but they still go because it's rated at a certain rating. Because there are films that are even PG-13 that have some fucked up shit in them. But I guess that's that. That's a good thing. Bad thing? Don't know.
It's just.
You gave me a film last week, you bastard.
Yes, I gave you an X movie.
I literally watched it. It's on YouTube, by the way, for those that want to watch it. I'm saying that before YouTube takes it down because there's tits in this film.
Oh my.
One of the most literal titles in the world.
Yep.
Hell, the film is called Hell Comes to Frogtown. Starring friend of the show, Roddy Piper.
God bless him.
God bless his soul. So, is this a kid's film?
No, it's not.
I mean, it's technically, if you take away the tits,
it's a fucking B movie.
It's a kid's film. Because it's got one of those stories where it's super predictable, but you still have fun along the way. It's basically Roddy Piper yet again plays a hermit or a free roaming nomad again, as in other films. Except in this one, he fucks. He fucks so good that the government.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay, so the story is a little bit different.
Nuclear war happens.
Yeah, and most of the men are infertile and some of the women. So every man that is fertile is basically
a god amongst men.
Yeah, and Roddy Piper is among the biggest ones.
Yes.
And the government catches him, and
they're like, "We need you to fuck bitches to get our ranks back up and running so we can fight off the enemy." Also, there's frog people.
Because it's nuclear.
And at the start, there's no explanation as to where the frog people came from. There's no explanation as to why they're there or how it happened. And obviously through clumsy exposition later on it gets explained. But so Roddy Piper gets his dick put in a chastity belt, like Suicide Squad style. And it explodes if he runs away, or if he does something stupid, it also explodes. So that's how that goes. And he gets taken by the government, pretty much by Amanda Waller, because she's just a big black lady, and she's sassy as hell.
Yeah.
And there's also another lady who's with him. She's like his escort, who is like incredibly... Just, if you're a horny guy, if you're a guy who wants their male power fantasy like enabled to the max, you don't need any other film but this one. Because it's literally this man can fuck. So what they do is they give him 2 sexy ladies to take him around, because obviously all their men are bitches because it's the nuclear holocaust. So they give him 2 hot ladies who get naked in front of him all the time to keep him happy because his dick hard and he fucks and he gives babies because he's fertile. So they get him and they're like, "We're going to take you to this camp in Frogtown to take a harem of women that have been imprisoned so you can fuck them all so they can make babies."
Pacifistic women who
are pacifists, yes.
Yeah, who do not like any types of weapon.
Yes.
Yes.
But they're taking it into Frogtown, where everybody is a frog.
Well, not everybody, but most people.
Most people are frogs. Why are they frogs, you ask? It is because I will give you nearly the exact words of what one of the frogmen, what he said. A very eloquent spoken frog. It was like, "Unfortunately, after your nuclear war, we were the byproduct, As your nuclear waste trickled into the water, we became frog people.
I want to mention that the mayor of Frogtown is Toady.
He's called Toady, yes, and he's a dipshit.
And
Pretty much,
and
most frogs, apart from the eloquently spoken one, are dipshits.
Yeah, and his right-hand guy is called a bull.
Bull.
For those who didn't catch it, it's because he's a bullfrog.
Yes. He's also got an eye patch.
Because he's dumb as bricks.
Yeah. Oh, God, this film. Why did I... Oh, it is so fucking dumb. But also, there are some jokes in it that are so good. They're like they put this weird chastity belt on him, which obviously zaps him and shocks him, and it could explode. And he goes, "Well, how am I supposed to do my job?" Because obviously the man can fuck, so man has to fuck. So how am I gonna do my job? And the lady goes, "There's a flap." That's all the explanation you need. And then one of the other ladies is like, "This man arouses me," because obviously every woman he steps near just gets wet straight away and slips around.
Well, so that's because the pheromones tell her that this guy can actually get.
This guy can fuck, yes. So they, the army lady, because there's two ladies. One's the office lady, the other one's the army lady. The army lady, when the office lady goes to sleep, she's like, "We gonna fuck now," and she's like making out with him, and she grabs him by the crotch. She goes, "Wait, how do you open this?" He goes, "There's a flap."
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a decent callback. That's not bad. There's some really, again, this again is one of those films where I can explain it to you all you want, but you're better off just experiencing it for yourself, because it is one of the dumbest things. It is like a Lovecraft tale, because all the frog people sound like Lovecraft monsters. Mad Max and a zany comedy from the early 90s became one.
Yeah.
And you get this hodgepodge of Roddy Piper just screaming at things, or just trying to be sassy to this woman with whom he has zero chemistry whatsoever.
I mean, to be fair, she has the Ice Queen character type.
She does. She's a very... Is she a Tuntun or a Yandere? Which one is it?
No, she's more like a Yandere, not a Tsundere.
Yeah, Bakara! So,
the Tsundere is what you're thinking. The Yandere is the one that's actually violent, and she's actually violent. And the Yandere is hurting the guy she likes.
Yes, and she likes him from the very start, but she keeps being dismissive of him. And he likes her, but he's very dismissive. So there's a lot of back and forth between the two of them, which is funny.
And she's always fucking jealous when he's around other women.
Even though she is there to make sure he fucks, which is... There's really good prosthetics in this film, you know.
Mm-hmm.
For its budget, there's obviously the frog people have frog heads, and they're very rubbery and slimy, which is pretty cool. They're the frog lady in this film.
Yeah, she looks weird though. I admit that she looks way too weird for me.
No, but I mean the mask is really good.
But it doesn't fucking jive at all with the rest of it.
That's the point. It's still a very expressive mask. Like the eyes and some of the mouth movements and stuff. That's very super expressive, which is very good prosthetics. But what makes me laugh the most is the very first shot you see of her is from the neck down. And it's this gorgeous body with fucking fish nets. Was it fish nets? The stocking things. Fishnets, this long gown, and all of a sudden it pans up. And she's got hands with suction cups on them. Because obviously she's a frog, and it cuts to her face, and it's this horrific frog face. And then she wants to fuck Roddy Piper at one point, and he's like, no, okay, we gotta do it, but you need to do this for me. And he gives her a sack to put over her head. And it just... Oh God, this film, it just scratches it. It scratches one of those itches that you want to watch something stupid, but you also don't want to watch something horribly bad that was going to just get you angry. This is that film. If you want to watch a dumb film and have a good time, Hell Comes to Frogtown. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, Toady has 3 decks.
Oh no, that you need to. They get imprisoned and. They're the yandere. She's all the pacifist women are getting her aroused, and they're like, okay, you're gonna go out there, and you're gonna dance the dance of the three snakes. And she's like, what? Trust me, you'll know when it happens. And she goes out and does like a seductive dance, and every now and then we'll cut to Toady who's watching her, and he's like, yeah, yeah, and he's like rubbing his thighs and stuff, the weird frog man. And then he gets up and he goes, you have aroused the three snakes. And, and you're scratching your head going, the fuck is he on about? The three snakes have been pleased. Come to me. And it's like, what? And then he lifts his apron up. Well, not his apron, but pulls his pants down or whatever. It's not shown. But you see her face.
It's like a mix of disbelief, disgust, and why.
She looks down to his crotch, and you can physically see her head move as if she's counting to 3. She goes 1, 2, huh? And obviously later on when she fights him, she kicks him in the dick, but she kicks him 3 times because he has 3 dicks. But they're snakes. But he calls them snakes, and the 3 snakes have been aroused. I was like, the fuck? Oh god, he has 3 dicks. No. Yeah, the movie like this wouldn't fly nowadays, would it?
Nope.
As we were saying earlier.
Never. This shit is just. This is like the 80s, the best.
Yeah, it's all hair metal and fucking hot pink. That's what this movie is.
And Rowdy Roddy Piper being Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Yeah. Doing a pretty good job acting. Yeah. Not amazing, but quite good. Quite pleasing. Like, he's charismatic. I'll give him that. Like, he's not the best actor in the world, but his charisma, like, propels him forward. Especially the bit where the frog lady tries to fuck him.
Sorry.
Like, where the frog lady tries to fuck him. I think that's one of the best scenes in the film. Because he's like, he kind of wants it, but he doesn't want it at the same time. So he, like, pushes her off and stuff, but then she jumps on him again. And later on, like, she saves his life. And he's like, oh, she's like, oh, I saved your life. And he goes, I really owe you one. And she starts putting the sack on her head. And he goes, no, not now.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're not doing this now. Later, we're doing it later. And then she gets killed, obviously. But yeah, a film like this wouldn't fly nowadays because there's gonna be one Nazi feminist somewhere going, it appeals to the male power fantasy.
Well, it kind of does.
Well, it does, but it's the fucking 80s. People back then didn't give a shit.
I mean, I told you about Humanoids from the Deep.
Oh yeah.
Basically, yeah, that one. That's fair.
The one where the fish people fuck all the time.
No, where the fish people rape women.
Oh yeah, they rape the women. Yeah.
Yeah, it's made by a feminist woman. The movie. I am
confused. Yeah.
You can never, unless you'll be sitting there going like, I don't understand.
America explain, sort of situation.
Yeah,
someone explain. But yeah, this film is a really good time. If you don't get easily offended, obviously, watch it. If you're one of those bitches, if you're a little bitch, don't watch it. That goes for all genders. If you're a little bitch about stuff like this, don't watch it. Because it does appeal to like a power fantasy of it's the 80s power fantasy. It's quite literally just the 80s. The guy has to fuck, and then he kisses the girl at the end and still has to fuck anyway, even though they're together now.
Do you know what the worst thing is?
Go on. Sorry, keep burping.
I actually know about mangas that kind of follow the same pattern.
Yeah, but those are the harem ones, aren't they?
No, not exactly. The ones where basically he's the last proto man, so everybody just jumps on the dick.
Yeah, but
I actually despise these. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. But wouldn't you, hey, but what if this appeals to you, wouldn't you want to have the dick and all the girls jump on your dick?
I will look like Roddy Piper at the end of the movie when he realizes he has to sleep with 10 other women. He turns around and says like, fuck.
And then he goes, I guess a soldier's job's never done.
Poor fucking guy, man.
Oh, poor guy. Oh, no. Like, there's bits in it where they try and, like, give you some backstory or some story to it. But they dwell on it so little because clearly they wanted to focus more... Oops, sorry, excuse me. They wanted to focus more on, like, just the frog people. And, like, the beautiful ladies, because there's plenty of those, and there's plenty of lingerie, and there's plenty of tits in this film. There's also nearly frog tits, which I kind of didn't want to see, but I also kind of did, just like Roddy Piper himself.
I think that everybody's like, I don't, but I
do want to, like, I have the most confused boner, but it's there.
I shouldn't.
Yeah. There's, because there's a big gag with the beeper on his dick, because there's a beeper that's not like Suicide Squad style, like I said earlier, where it explodes if it's too far away, or if she presses a button on her earring, it zaps him a bunch of times with electroshock to like torture him and stuff. Go figure. But there's a gag where where she's trapped in this room, and a drapery, like a sheet, very lightly rolls over the earring, and at that point Roddy Piper's in a different room with Bull with a chainsaw trying to saw the chastity belt off him, and it starts beeping and he starts screaming, and it's one of those things where you're kind of looking at it going, okay, this is funny, but I'm also very confused. However, the best line in that scene is he starts screaming and goes, "Take it off! No, don't take it off! It's gonna blow up! Ah!" And Bull just kind of looks at him and goes, "I'm just gonna say this before we carry on, but you're a very weird dude." Why are the frogs literally moving around like Power Ranger villains? Did you notice that?
No.
You know how in the old Power Ranger show where they cut back to the Japanese stuff and everybody's like sort of gesturing a lot like they're fucking mimes and like, oh, and they're like moving around all weird. This is the exact same, because clearly some of them were dubbed in afterwards, and you can really tell because they tried their best to like match the words and move along with the actual words as well. And it's just so funny to look at them. Like there's a bit where they're going over this bridge and Bull's like flailing his arms around, but like very light words are coming out, and you're like, yep, this was dubbed in. Still though, which frog is your favorite frog?
Interesting question. I'm gonna go with the Swamp Frog, which I fucking forgot his name. That was running
I was gonna say the exact same. The one that's wearing, obviously
a fucking pimp suit.
No, he's wearing a pimp suit, but he's also wearing fucking swimming goggles and a fez.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if I can find this. Also, when I said the thingy, the title is literal. It's because Roddy Piper's character is called Sam Hell.
Max Hell.
Sam.
Oh, wait, sorry. Max Hell was from the sequels.
It's from the sequel. This is Sam Hill. Wasn't Sam Hill. That's the whole idea. But the funniest part about it is the title was literal because it's hell comes to Frogtown, but it can also be taken in other directions. But anyway, I will fully envelop the screen with this fucker because he's suave as hell. All right, our Fez frog is going up on the screen. There he is. There's my boy. And he's so eloquent in the way he speaks as well. Like for the whole scene he's in, he's like, yes, I believe. Just look at him. Look at that specimen. Because I didn't even notice the fez at first.
Because you're weak.
And then I saw the fez and I was like, I love this guy. He is my best friend. But as you can see, the what are they called? The masks are pretty good.
No, I mean there was effort put in it, surprisingly, in the movie.
Yeah, it's not a humongous budget. There's budget behind it. Like even the set pieces, like the action in it's pretty decent, considering there's not a lot of it. And one of the better lines is the soldier lady drives up to like the compound where they're all held because the plan came together, and she gets up and like she gets the machine gun on her truck, and there's two frog guys like guarding it out the front, and she's like, "Are you guys gonna eat dirt or eat lead?" And they both just crouch down and smack their faces in the ground like, "That's a good choice." Yeah. And she drives off. Like there's lines like that in it that are so fucking funny. And it's clearly, like, it doesn't have the best writing in the world, but there's clearly thought that was put through because they were like, oh shit, we need to explain where the frogs came from, or we need to explain this or that.
I mean, the funniest thing is because in the soundtrack they use a lot of when Johnny comes marching home,
Yes.
which is
but it's also entirely sang by women as well.
Yeah, because of course it's
yeah, because women are in charge. That's the whole idea of the film. It's the women that are in charge that are employing this man to go do the fuck.
Yeah.
And the only other villain in the film is a man. Because I thought the villains at the start, I saw that we get the scene with a guy like interrogate or beating up Roddy Piper.
The budget is $7 million.
That's pretty good for the 80s, actually.
Yeah.
But like, there's a guy beating him up at the start, and then we never hear from him again. And I'm like, this guy's gonna be the villain, isn't he? And it turns out, yes, he is the villain. Like, no shit.
They're kind of all the villains there.
Yeah, but the frogs are villains, but they're not the main villains, because this guy's like giving weapons to the frogs. Oh god, the noise. Sorry, system noises, even though I've told him to shut up while we're streaming, but whatever. It's a good film. It's not great, but it's fucking funny. And it is pure 80s camp. Pure 80s cheese. Like, grab some popcorn and while watch this film, just switch your brain off completely and you'll have a great time. Again, if you're easily offended, go fuck yourself, because it's funny. You don't have to get offended over everything. It's silly. Speaking of getting offended, actually, I've been watching, the Change My Mind meme?
Yep.
Where a dude is sitting at a table and it says, blah, 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 change my mind?
Yep.
That's an actual show.
I don't want to know.
No.
Continue.
It's an actual show where a guy will go to a campus or somewhere.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. And I never knew. I only watched a couple of things recently. And it's so funny to watch people get triggered because he's like, here are facts. He's like, here are literal facts as to why I'm making this point. You can change. And he's always civil with them. And there's people screaming in his face. It's so triggered over shit. It's funny as hell. But
well, yeah, that's because they to society, man.
It's just fucking stupid.
This person has a different opinion than me.
The system is rigged. It's like, no. But the man gave you facts, and you're disregarding the facts, saying that he's wrong, even though he's literally giving you facts.
Freedom of speech, but you're not allowed to have a different opinion than me.
Well, yeah. I'm always about self-respect. Also, fuck you for this. I was like, what? I respect all people's opinions, apart from yours, because it doesn't correlate with mine. Like, no, stop. Those kind of people will not like this film. Because again, it does appeal to power fantasy, but it's such an 80s power fantasy that it's kind of like...
I just fucking love the interactions between Piper and the women. It's so fucking hilarious.
It's funny though, because half the time they just beat the shit out of him.
Yep. And half the time they sleep with him.
Yep. They either beat the shit out of him or they're like, we going fuck now. And he's like, oh, but I'm not sure if I want it. And they just give him a smooch and he goes, yeah, I want it.
I swear the saddest thing was the first time they were... I'm going to call the ice cream Spangler.
Her name is Spangler though.
No, it wasn't Spangler, I think.
No, it is Spangler in the film. Pretty sure it is.
No, it was something close to that. Here comes to Frogtown. Alright. See? Squid for doofus. Spangle.
Oh, it's Spangle. It's the same thing.
Oh god, she's so old right now.
Who cares?
Fuck me. Oh, she was in Conan? She was Valeria in Conan?
Conan?
I knew she looked fucking familiar. God, I'm old.
I'm an old man.
Bro, she was fucking Valeria in Conan the Barbarian.
Didn't know that.
The woman that died and he went on a fucking buzz.
No. I know what you're talking about. I just didn't know.
Also, she was Queen Gadrin in Red Sonja. Gadrin! Sorry. People who haven't seen that train wreck. Oh, Lord. Oh, fucking Lord.
Yeah, go watch that. So, yeah, I recommend this film. It was a good time, and I had a good time. I also got into... Oh, go on.
I mean, the first attempted sex scene by her is, you know, because they don't have any chemistry. Yeah. And you know it's forced by her, and you know it's all fucking awkward.
And it's not even sex. She's like there. She's like, no, we're done now. I'm only here to get you excited, just so you're in top productivity. It's like, cool, what?
It's so fucking weird.
It's so
just-
awkward. And
Yeah.
you've got the soldier lady in the background sort of like rubbing one off, but still laughing at them.
Yeah, then she tried to sleep with Piper and
And the-
Spangled.
Comes out the tent like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not in uniform.
Like, she should have though.
Yeah. She just gets naked in front of him. He's like, what's going on? It's like, yeah, we gotta fuck now. It's like, what? No, please. Oh, okay. I guess we are.
Well,
You're famous across the land. It's like, oh, goodness me.
let me show you. My people need me.
Yeah, I have to go. My people need me.
Okay, so what am I supposed?
Right. I've been getting into Russian cinema recently, but I'm not gonna give you a Russian film because I was gonna either give you Stalker,
Seen it.
or I was going to give you the space one, the name of which eludes me. Solaris. I was either gonna give you Stalker or Solaris.
Solar is the one with fucking
It's the one
With,
that sort of apes.
with Clooney.
No, Solaris is 1972.
Because I remember a movie called Solaris with
Was there?
Clooney. Yeah, and
Let's
it's
Google it
fucking-
really quick. Solaris, 2002?
Yeah.
Based on the classic science fiction novel by Stanislav Lem, Solaris centers on a psychologist since investigating and
no.
explain behavior of key scientists in the space station. Blah, blah, blah. Once aboard, he into the unique world's
Okay.
mysteries, as well as an erotic obsession with someone he thought he had left behind.
I also suggest for people who are really into science fiction to read Stanislav Lem.
Yeah.
I have been getting a lot of people saying that he's fucking amazing, and I'm inclined to believe them. Say yes, read him.
I
I
mean,
read
that's-
a little aspect, and he actually uses actual fucking science and physics in his science fiction. It's fucking surreal, amazing.
Oh, but yeah, no, no, it's a different Solaris I'm talking about,
Yeah, you're talking about the 1972 one,
which is fucking incredible.
because there's also a 2002, like I said, with
Yeah,
George Clooney.
I'm talking
'cause
about
I've
the
seen
72 one. I'm not even kidding.
Also-
That movie is genuinely incredible.
Oh, so which one should I watch?
We're not watching either of those.
Okay.
Because you gave me a sort of funny post-apocalyptic film,
Yeah.
I will give you one of the dumbest yet most ridiculously funny and weird films I've ever seen.
Idiocracy?
No, close. Not close actually. Ever heard of what's his name? He's a Greek director.
Did he...
It's
Hey,
Yorgos Lanthimos.
sounds familiar. What's the name
Yeah.
of the movie?
You're watching the movie called The Lobster.
I haven't seen that one.
You should. It is one of the dumbest. It's a really silly premise, but it kind of deals with similar things as Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Wait, The Lobster, that's the 2015?
Yes. That is with Colin Farrell in full Irish mode.
Oh, I think I wanted to watch this one.
Watch
but I
it. This is one of the zaniest yet most depressing films I have ever watched.
Now I know why I know him, because he filmed the Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Yes, he's a really good director.
And I remember because Vesco watched it and he didn't understand. I was like, I know what the fuck this is, and I know who that person that is.
Yeah,
and I
he
know
makes
that
a very weird sort of meta. They're kind of meta, but they're not.
they're not meta. They're mostly based on the archaeologists. Because in the Killing
Yes.
of a Sacred Deer, it was the whole story. Because people who haven't read, was it Troya? I think it was Troya. The Odyssey. They all know that before the war began, King. What the fuck was the name of the king? Christ, who started the war?
Arthur.
Agamemnon? Not Agamemnon.
King Tut. No.
Whatever. They killed one of the deers that's sacred to Artemis, and Artemis get an ultimatum. Either he kills one of his family, or they all die.
Oh yeah.
That was the whole point of the movie. It was done in such a weird Greek mythology style.
Yeah.
Slash
Pretty sure.
Shakespeare plays.
Pretty sure Lanthimos is the director of
The new one, the favorite.
of the favorite. Yes, which people
I
are saying
don't-
is also quite funny, but also quite dark.
I don't want to watch that one.
But The Lobster is a dark It's not even dark comedy. It's a darker film with comedic, very good jokes in it. Yes.
For next week, you're gonna have to watch also, because we need to discuss this a bit.
Okay.
I'll give it to people. The Parasite.
I wanted to go see it in cinemas, but if I get the chance to not see it in cinemas, I'll.
Well, I mean, you have to wait 3 months for it. 2 months.
We'll see.
I'd suggest you watch it.
If I find a way to watch it, I will find a way to watch it. But The Lobster, let me just give a quick summary of the film. It's literally the first line here from the wiki page. Oh, excuse me. In the dystopian society, single people must find a mate within 45 days or be transformed into an animal of their choice.
Yep, I know that one. And they're struggling.
It is the most ridiculous premise, but it's executed so well. And there's so many little gags in this film and stuff like that, and some really dark jokes, which, for me personally, that really enjoys dark humor, I think you'll like this film. I really think you will like this film. And it's Colin Farrell going full Irish Colin Farrell as well. So, if you haven't seen In Bruges, watch In Bruges as well, because he's great in both.
I've seen.
Okay, I heard something about a field, but in Bulgarian there. I don't know what that was. You're watching football commentaries?
Yeah, because it's currently, the qualifications for the EuroLeague.
I knew that. I totally knew that. I didn't know that. Right then. This was one of the shorter ones this week.
Jesus Christ. We got robbed. We got completely and utterly robbed.
Oh no, my money. Phil isn't here this week. I'm guessing he didn't hear us say wrestling too much this week from the ether, so he didn't show up. That was still great last week, how he just popped out of existence.
Wrestling?
Oh, no, because I literally messaged him and went, "Hey, Phil, we're talking about wrestling if you want to join." And he's here. Okay. That's good. Right.
Right, so The Lobster for next week.
The Lobster for next week. I do really genuinely hope you enjoy it, because I love that film. So, thank you all for listening. Thank you for the people who actually were on the stream this week. There's been a few people in pretty much the whole time. So thank you very much for listening. This podcast will go up in the next day. Will be up by tomorrow night, I would assume. It will be up on on Wooshka tonight, and I will post a link to the download page as soon as that happens. And all the relevant things that we talked about will be indeed in the description, and with all the links and the time codes and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, if you want to download this and listen to it on your commute, on your phone, on your laptop or whatever, the link is now there. Hopefully Commute me, daddy. Hopefully we're gonna hopefully we're gonna get this up on other places soon.
Yeah.
And you can subscribe via RSS as well. I'll give that link. So thank you all for listening. Thank you, myself, for being here tonight. And we will see you all next week on the Voices from Behind podcast. I will now play the intro.
Yes, please say.
Yes, commute me, daddy. Thank you all. Goodbye now.